So Nexon Games has just dropped some fantastic news for all of us First Descendant fans. Hopefully by the time this video is over, any of the questions you've had bubbling in the back of your brain will be answered. However, if you still have questions, make sure you leave them in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to make sure those get answered for you. Now, let's go ahead and get into this one. Starting things off, they dropped a schedule for the open beta's launch. So if you've been wondering exactly when you're going to have access to this game, well, here you go. This is going to be a map covering several different regions and their time zones of when this game is going to become available for access. Now, if your region isn't shown here on this map, all you got to do is some simple math and you'll be able to figure out exactly when it's going to be available for you. The next thing they've done is they've discussed the different platforms it's going to be available on. You'll be able to access it via Steam on the Xbox Series S, X, the Xbox One, PS4, and PS5. However, for those of you who have a Steam Deck, this game is not going to be available for that platform as of yet, and I'm not sure if they're currently working on that or not, so we'll have to see if it's going to come to that in the future. The next thing is how you're going to participate in this game. Well, due to the fact that it's an open beta, you can participate whenever you want. However, for those of you who do pre-register, you will have access to 3 default Descendant full body skin trial vouchers that you can use at any time during the open beta. Now, if you're wondering how to go ahead and pre-register for this game, I'm going to have a link for that in the description down below. Now, another big piece of information they went ahead and dropped is the pre-download information. So finally, we've got information on if we'd be able to download this or not, and the answer is yes. Now, when are you going to be able to do this? 24 hours before launch. So all you got to do is re-reference that map from before on when the game is going to become available for you, and 24 hours before that is when you're going to be able to start the pre-download for this game. As far as the contents go for this crossplay open beta, the things that they've revealed are 11 characters, 2 ultimate characters, 3 separate zones, 50 weapons, and 300 modules that you're going to be able to test out during this experience. Now, there's also been some other changes to the game, such as the grappling hook, the UI UX, combat experience, characters and skill balancing, and customization. They also say there's more, but we don't know exactly what those details go into. Coming right up next, we have linking accounts. In this game, you will be allowed to link your accounts between your PC and your Xbox or your PS4 or PS5, whatever you have. This way, if you're playing on one device, you'll be able to seamlessly transfer over to the other device and be able to pick up exactly where you left off. And I'll go ahead and show you the detailed instructions of how you'll be able to do that right now. So there you go, there's the information on that. And if you need to pause the screen, go ahead, but if you've got that information, we'll go ahead and move right along. Finally, we've got frequently asked questions that Nexon has received about the upcoming open beta. Starting things off, we have what languages is this game going to be available in? For audio, we're going to have English and Korean. For text, it'll be in English, Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. That's going to be all of the current available options. However, they do plan on adding more languages in the future, so if you happen to speak another language, don't worry, they're working on adding more languages as the time progresses. The next question they have is, will my game data from the crossplay open beta test carry over when the game is launched? And the simple answer to that is going to be no. All the data from the crossplay open beta is strictly for testing and data analysis to get feedback from separate players to figure out what all systems need to be changed before the actual launch of this game. The next question is going to be, can I make friends with other users? This time around, you will be able to actually add people to a friends list. You're going to be able to use the T key while in proximity to another user, and then you'll be able to add them to your friends list. And you'll be able to check your friends list with the I key, and then you'll be able to go into your social tab. Under your socials, where you're going to see all of your friends, and you can also add friends from the social tab as well if you're not in close proximity to them. The next question is going to be, how do I report griefers or abusive users? And you can do so by pressing the T key while in proximity, and then you'll be able to click on the chat window or press I for your social and go to your users list. Select a player, press the report icon at the bottom right for the player interaction screen. And once you've done so, you'll be able to report those players for either griefing or abusive actions. On the report screen, you're going to see several different options, and we'll have a list of those. It's going to pop up right here. And there you go. That's going to be your different options for reporting players. So that covers all the information that they just released. However, if you still have questions, just go ahead and drop it in the comments down below. And if you want to hang out with me, well, you can follow me over on Twitch and you can ask me questions live there. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. And for all things First Descendant related, be sure to check back and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.